Top 10 King Charles toxic red flag moments that shocked Camilla. Starting off with number 10, unfit for the King of England. Prince Charles and Camilla first met in the early 70s, and the prince fell in love right away after they were introduced by friends. Penny Jur, a royal biographer, wrote in the Duchess was not in any way overawed by him, not fawning or sycophantic. According to Camilla, even though they shared a strong bond, Parker Bowles accepted the proposal from her on and off boyfriend Andrew after the prince was sent off with the Royal Navy in 1973. Even if things had turned out well for the two of them, the palace didn't think Camilla would make a good fit for the king. She did not come from an aristocratic family, which was very important back then. On to number 9, the royal affair. This one is no big shocker. The Princess of Wales was very much aware of Charles cheating on her with Camilla. His mistress at the time was regarded as a villain long before Princess Diana and Charles filed for divorce. On top of that, she was resented up until the Princess of Wales' untimely passing in 1997. However, Camilla's life truly changed in the days following that tragic incident. The Duchess of Cornwall was not specifically held accountable for Princess Diana's misfortune, and after Diana's passing in the Paris car accident, they did, however, discover a newfound hatred for her greatest foe. And because of that hatred, Camilla had to hide for months as the situation escalated. If Camilla had never gotten herself in this mess with Charles, being one of the most hated royals would have never been something she'd have to worry about. But it makes you question, if he cheated on Diana, who knows if he's cheated on Camilla too? And on top of that, being able to successfully hide it from her, even though he failed to do so from Diana. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Number 8, the palace staff. The Prince of Wales' affair with the Duchess of Cornwall, which occurred while Charles was married to Princess Diana, is well known to royal family followers. And it is safe to assume that some members of the royal family are dissatisfied with the fact that their affair is getting screen time on Netflix's The Crown, making it by far one of the biggest royal relationship scandals. However, juicy details about their affair are harder to come by. In a well-known interview with News of the World in '95, the prince's valet Ken Stronach shared shocking details about Charles's affair. He was even fired because of his breach of confidentiality. Stronach claimed at the time that he scrubbed grass stains from Charles's PJs after the prince would sneak out of bed in the middle of the night to meet with Camilla. Charles even made sure his staff made his bed look like he slept there by ruffling it up. It was very elaborate, but no one was fooled by it. The valet claimed he had become ill as a result of the strain of keeping Charles's secrets. On to number 7, Backlash. Charles's troubled past has been exposed numerous times now that he is king. He was accused of trying to get the British government to do some shady business. A senior member of parliament dubbed Charles Britain's best informed lobbyist after it was revealed in 2015 that he had received secret documents about the British government's inner workings that not even elected ministers had seen. The royal engaged in personal lobbying efforts to senior politicians about a variety of topics, including illegal fishing of the Patagonian toothfish and orders of military helicopters during the Iraq War, according to 27 memos that were provided to The Guardian and dubbed the Black Spider memos due to Charles's scrawl. Clarence House stated at the time that it is typical for heirs to the throne to be briefed on political topics. However, critics argued that members of the royal family should avoid politics. King Charles's political activism raises questions of whether he'll be a political outspoken monarch. Would he try to use his role in the unwritten constitution to influence the British government's policies and thinking more than his mother probably ever wanted to? Number 6, Confrontation. Princess Diana felt she had to give her husband's mistress a piece of her mind after being advised by friends to ignore suspicions of an affair between her husband, Prince Charles, and longtime friend Camilla Parker Bowles. Diana told Camilla boldly, "I'd just like you to know that I know exactly what is going on," despite the Princess of Wales' claim that she was terrified of Camilla. By claiming that she had no idea what Diana was talking about, Camilla attempted to refute the allegation. Diana recalled Camilla saying that she had all the men in the world and everything she could ever want. Diana replied to Camilla, "I want my husband," when she was asked what else she would want. Number 5, the Unwelcomed Mistress. The British public's acceptance of Camilla as Charles's lover was put on hold after Diana's passing. And even though it seemed illogical, Diana's passing made Camilla a supervillain in the royal saga. Camilla was not seen in public for 8 months following the tragedy due to Diana's passing and the subsequent backlash. Number 4, revealing the big secret. Charles and Camilla probably would have married much earlier if Diana had survived and gotten married as expected. Instead, for a number of years, they kept their relationship under wraps and out of the public eye. In 2004, the Prince of Wales tied the knot with his longtime partner. She chose not to style her name as Princess of Wales, Diana's former title, even though she technically could have done so out of respect for her. Number 3, the royal family versus Camilla. Even though Charles and Camilla's relationship was very serious, Camilla was viewed negatively by the royals. For one thing, she was thought to be an experienced woman, which made her a no-go for the royal family when it came to finding Prince Charles a wife. In addition, she was not thought to be sufficiently aristocratic to be a princess. But somehow she beat all odds, and here she is now, the queen consort. As the notorious third member of Princess Diana and then Prince Charles's marriage, she faces criticism constantly, resembling the evil stepmother from fairy tales. In the memoir Spare, Prince Harry says that she was trying to get rid of her other woman reputation and be seen as a legitimate royal wife by bargaining with the British tabloid media at his expense. On to number 2, jealousy. During Charles's marriage to Princess Diana, he had his first significant encounter with disapproving public opinion. Archival footage of the couple touring Australia in the new HBO documentary The Princess suggests that he was jealous of how much more popular she was. Diana confirmed that Charles envied the public's devotion to his wife in her explosive 95 interview with Martin Bashir. She said, "We'd be going around Australia, for instance, and all you could hear was, 'Oh, she's on the other side.'" Diana subsequently clarified that the waiting crowds were expressing their disappointment that Charles was closer to them rather than Diana, explaining they weren't on the right side to wave at me or to touch me. Considering at the time Charles was a future king, the fragile ego is a toxic trait, and who's to say he isn't like that towards Camilla now? And finally, into number 1, not the Queen's choice. It is not a secret that the extramarital affair between Prince Charles and Duchess Camilla rocked the crown to its foundation and put the final nail in the coffin of Princess Diana and Prince Charles's strained marriage. Queen Elizabeth was furious more than anyone else, so much that the Duchess was not allowed to enter the palace for some time. That is some juicy drama. In point of fact, she only had a meeting with the Queen in the year 2000 because the late monarch had refused to meet her before then. But they prevailed, and clearly they're still going strong today. Let me know what your thoughts are on this very interesting couple. And also don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you next time on The Rich Life.